Hey, Leuven, and welcome back once again to Unity of Command 2. We're here once again back after Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. I thought about replaying those, but I really don't feel like it. I know that they made some changes, etc., but I just can't be bothered with replaying, unfortunately. We'll have to deal with it. Anyway, I tried replaying. I quickly went for Sturfing and Trappmajag, but it seems to not solve the problem with the milestones. So I can't show those off regardless. It probably has to do with this being the press release version or whatever. I don't know. I really wouldn't be able to say. Either way, let's focus on the Caucasus. I have 45 prestige. Not going to spend those. So let's just get started. The first one is Unternehmen Blücher, July the 18th, 1942. German High Command has accepted General Manstein's plan to use the 11th Army to cross the Kerch Straits to the Kuban. With only a small flotilla of assault barges and captured fishing craft, the landing forces depend on the Luftwaffe to keep the superior Soviet Black Sea fleet at bay. Once ashore, the Germans seek to take Novorossiysk and Krasnodar before the Red Army can organize a proper defense. So we have to take Krasnodar to do a little bit better in the future scenarios. Fine. We'll have to see how that goes. Your landing craft can ferry only a few formations at a time, so capturing the ports of Kerch and Oranapa is imperative to allow proper supply and troop ships to unload. Expect to encounter mostly demoralized remnants of the defeated Red Armies from the Crimea initially, but the Soviets may rush reinforcements to the area. In order to ensure success in the upcoming operation, AKW has reinforced the following units: Division 1 Munta, 28th Jaeger, 50th, 72nd Infantry Division, Division 18, Division 8 Cavalry, 24th and 170th Infantry Division, and has reconstituted Division for Munte, which I'm quite sure I just stripped of all the units before. We'll have to take Taman, turn 4, Novorossiysk 9, Krasnodar 11 and hold, Anapa turn 5, Krimsk turn 5, Akhtarsk Naval Base 11. I'm sure an elite unit is... An elite Jaeger or veteran Jaeger. Maybe it doesn't really matter. What just happened? Whoa. it's like my PC get blocked or something. Well, 1-1A. Let's attack them. What I can do now, drop the HQ. That's not that great on the first turn, but I guess it's fine. No reserves. I mean, I know this is not particularly great. Let's try to make that a little bit easier by just attacking with air units already. Doesn't make it immediately better, but they'll be out of supply. All right, then we'll see how that goes. These guys have nothing better to do. We'll see how it goes with the supplies either way. They lose intel on operations just on the one move. Yeah. It's not that surprising. D50th has 21 centimeter Mercer. If I attack here and there, they can fix that bridge. That's probably quite useful. I think the main goal here is to just get those guys at Napa cut off, and now if I move in here, they'll still have to move through there. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, 5 is fine. That way at least they'll be beaten for a bit. Even that's not particularly ideal, but it's better than nothing. I moved them up so I can technically move them in there to cut off the AI. I should have moved the HQ. Yeah. Guess they can recover a little bit now. And since they are... crap. They're at 8, huh? No chance of them retreating either. It's not... going particularly well at that. I had really hoped that would push them over the edge. They'll be completely out of supply on the next turn. Yeah, it's still a 2. That's just no good. It is not going amazingly, I have to say. Huh. They just went out all the way, huh? Well, certainly do I need to take that. And oh, they're under fire from that thing. Interesting. I would say... Oh. That... Huh. They sure do have a lot of units there too. The part that's quite tricky is that I need to defeat the unit at Krimsk. Can't do that right now. That's a bit tricky. What a surprise. It's rather unfortunate they did that, but lucky. I'm a bit shocked that none of these other units can get it, but at least this division can go in there. That's reasonable enough. Brandenburger. Alright. That at least takes away their ability to do anything. Now at this point, you're here for 2. one step to add it to these. Which I also want to have right next to them on the next turn. Okay, so I cannot repair it at this moment. I think repairing bridges is pretty important, especially as it might potentially allow me to cut off the enemy up there. I don't know whether they'll get rail from there. I guess they do. I do not think the Viziamunta is going to be all that powerful. Did they destroy this bridge? I guess they didn't. If I do this, I'll be okay for a little while. But ultimately, that will not help me. I need to get it on 2 at this location. But I should be getting supplies there. And I don't see them giving that up, but you never know. They're not getting supplies, so this is also at least pretty reasonable. They will not be able to get that back. Same for them, at least for now. Moving it is once again better, so let's do it. Oh, they're building a new one there. All right. I think they should be good enough to beat them, together with whatever other units I'll have. Interesting. Yeah, they are getting supplies from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think they can reach it, but I can cut off this rail line eventually. If I also just block things here. I have to be careful of that that cavalry. They could cut this off. I don't like that. Attacking this in itself is not super useful. So I'll hold myself to that. Okay, so they are going that way. Interesting. Not surprised they're destroying that. Haha. Alright. On turn 8 I can attack Novorossiysk just fine. It seems like all of those enemy units are in that area. They are down there. So that's a 3, I think. Crap. Like, attacking this is not nice, but I do feel like it's my best shot there. Four is actually not too bad. If this is a 1, then them moving up and then there means I cannot actually do anything. Let's see. And that gets them out of supply. I really don't like all these attacks on 3, but the enemy cavalry is such a problem there. They're too powerful that I feel like I really need to do this. It really does suck though. I'm very displeased with having to do that. But they are a little bit weaker. If I cut them off on turn 8, it's 9, 10 there'll be 2, 11 there'll be 3. Or I can cut off Krasnodar now. And be a little bit exposed. But It's still for the better, I think. It cuts off everything else on this area. Is it dangerous? Yeah. Because they'll probably beat Divizia 18 into a pulp. Because I cannot do anything with it. Sadly. There are no good attacks around here. I have to say, I'm probably also better off taking away their infantry step, but I can't really do that right now. Okay. This thing isn't such a problem because I can at the very least cut them off here. So at least that kind of works. Okay. They did not get killed. But I destroyed 3 steps. I should have no trouble taking that next turn. Let's see. Yeah. Those are some pretty reasonable attacks for units that will be here for a while. Alright, so if you cross, you'll also take that. So they are still cut off. Good. Then you can start breaching them. And then next turn, they can cut off whatever they have down there again. Oof. I mean, it was kind of had it coming, but it always hurts if something like that happens. Also out of supply. These guys will be out of supply for 2 turns. They'll have to move back too, because even the AOK-1 can't really help them now. That's fine, they only need to attack. Because it's a shame they're getting that back, but... Why? Figured as much. And I'll just work my way towards cutting that off again for the next 2 turns. They can get there in turn 10. That's okay. Huh. Didn't know they still had a unit there. Well, I will teach those guys a lesson. Okay. You can take it. Take Novorossiysk right on time. $230, $225. That's a bit overzealous for my tastes. Sure. Alright. I can take the naval base on turn 11. No problem. Didn't want to go any further. I don't see them building that down anytime soon. And as long as they keep logistics, I'll be fine. The next turn they can fix them up, attack across the river. I don't want to take any chances, so I'll keep these guys straight out there. And I also can't really do anything there. Last turn. Nothing from the AI. Let's take the naval base. Just do that because I have no clue how often 11th Army is gonna get back. Sweet. But that 20th mountain, I'm afraid, will not be beaten. At least I got them up to veteran. That's nice. No. That's fine. Maybe I would have been better off taking my chances with one of these. Eh. It's fine. Ultimately, I got everything. I lost one German step, but that's all well and fine. So, there we go. I will be continuing along with the next mission, Caspian Shores. Either way, for now, I want to thank you for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, see you then. Bye-bye.